Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for volunteer orientation. I am Savannah, the volunteer service coordinator here at San Diego Habitat. Once you've completed this orientation, please answer the questions below and I will credit you for attending. Please allow 5 business days for me to update your account. And then once I've updated your account, I'll send you an email out, or I'll send an email out to you to let you know that you have been credited for attending orientation. So on that note, let's get started for the day. As I mentioned, I am Savannah. I am the volunteer service coordinator here at San Diego Habitat as a AmeriCorps member. I've been here about 6 months or so, and I've really enjoyed my time learning from all the staff here at San Diego Habitat and getting to meet all the volunteers and homeowners has really been a joy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me either by this number or by emailing me at volunteerservices@sandiegohabitat.org. So today we'll be going over Habitat's mission and history, why affordable homeownership is important, new construction opportunities, neighborhood revitalization, how we fundraise and the restore, youth involvement, safety, other ways to get involved with San Diego Habitat, and then lastly, how to register for volunteer shifts. So here at San Diego Habitat, our mission is to bring people together to build homes, community, and hope. We envision a world where everyone has a decent place to live. San Diego Habitat is an independent affiliate. San Diego Habitat is the local affiliate for Habitat for Humanity International. This affiliate serves all of San Diego County. San Diego Habitat is an autonomous 501c3 nonprofit organization with its own board of directors and our own CEO, Kwafi. The funds we raise in San Diego Habitat go directly back to the San Diego community. Here's a little history about Habitat. Habitat for Humanity was established in 1976 in Americus, Georgia by Millard and Linda Fuller. San Diego Habitat originally started as a cross-border partner with Tijuana in 1988. And then in 1999, we became a separate nonprofit and focused our efforts only on San Diego County. We have built over 192 homes and repaired over 207, offering a hands up to over 400 families. We primarily build on land that is either donated to us or sold to us at an affordable price. What does it take to be a volunteer here at San Diego Habitat? You do not need any experience, whether you are volunteering on the construction site, in the restore, or in the office. All we require is that you have a willingness to learn and take directions, ability to work well with others and respect others, have attention to detail. Everything you do matters, whether you are sweeping at the restore or putting some nails in at the construction site. We ask that you are safety focused. Safety over speed is important as there's a lot of moving parts at all of our sites, whether it's the restore or construction site. And then lastly, we ask that you have a positive attitude. So we often get asked if we just give away homes. That is not a case. In order to buy a home, a potential homeowner must have a willingness for improved housing. A family needs for shelter can be determined by a variety of factors, such as lack of space, overcrowding, rental costs that are over 50% of the family's monthly income, unsafe living conditions, dangerous environments, problems with major utilities, or general structure problems. This can include mold, roofing problems, living in a 1-bedroom apartment as a family. A variety of factors can determine this, and Our homeowners must also have a willingness to partner. This means that they are willing to put in sweat equity. Sweat equity is the family's contribution of labor in the construction of their home. All selected families are required to complete 250 sweat equity hours per adult. So if it's adult household of 2, then 500 hours. These hours can be completed by the families working on their own homes, working on the construction sites of other homes, working at the Habitat Restore or other San Diego Habitat projects. Lastly, a family must have ability to pay a zero-sum mortgage. A family must have a steady income source, and they must demonstrate financial responsibility. The mortgage amount is determined by a variety of factors, but it is not to exceed 33% of their monthly income. Habitat primarily serves families that earn up to 80% of the area's median income. So why do we need affordable home ownership opportunities? As I'm sure many of you know, San Diego has very unaffordable housing options. More than 80% of low-income renters are paying more than 30% of their income on housing. 80% of the area's median income for a family of 4 is about $97,000. That means if they are the average rent is about $2,000 for a 2-bedroom, and the median home price in San Diego is about $825,000. That price is probably a little bit higher now with everything going on. So if a family would like to put a down payment on a home of about 20%, they would need to save around $160,000. And then as you see on the graph on the right, for a family of 4, their total expenses are about $97,000, which means a family would be going into debt around $500 a month, making it nearly impossible to save up enough money to put a down payment on a home. The impact of home ownership. Owning a home allows a family to develop equity, increasing familiar and generational wealth. The graduation rate for children of homeowners is about 19% higher than for renters, and they are twice as likely to acquire some post-secondary education. Homeowners are also more likely to be involved community members. They're more likely to vote and volunteer in their community, and they are more likely to interact with their neighbors. Homeowners encounter significantly lower crime rates as they have more incentive to deter crime. The health benefits of homeowners is tremendous. Low income people who recently become homeowners report higher life satisfaction, higher self-esteem, and higher perceived control over their environments. They are also more likely to visit the doctor on a regular basis. New construction. San Diego Habitat uses a traditional model for construction. We use thousands of volunteer hours go into our building each home. Future homeowners join us on site. Teams of volunteers are led by Habitat staff, AmeriCorps members, and committed regular volunteers. This helps us keep the cost of housing down, or keeps the cost of building down. Our construction sites are usually open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 8:30 to 3 p.m. And we usually have about 15 volunteers on site. Unfortunately, we will not have any new construction volunteer opportunities in the near future, as our next project in Escondido will not have volunteers on site due to grant funding and a delay, or grant deadlines and a delay in housing permits or building permits. But we are working on creating other construction-like opportunities that I'll talk about more going forward or later in the presentation. So when we do have new construction, our day begins with a welcome talk, or a welcome speech, safety talk, and a prayer. San Diego Habitat was founded on Christian principles, but we welcome all religions and backgrounds. Usually the prayer is a gratitude circle, and we just go around the circle saying what we are thankful for that day. Depending on the stage of construction, task can include anywhere from framing to siding, trim, installation, bathrooms, painting, landscaping, and more. One time when I was out there, I was digging ditches for irrigation, and that really gives you a good workout for the day. What to bring when volunteering? You should bring a face covering, bagged lunch. We break for lunch at 11:30 on the construction site. Bring plenty of water as it is nice and hot in San Diego. And then if you have work gloves, it's always great to bring those. We do have some available if you do not have any. We ask volunteers wear closed-toe shoes, comfortable clothing that they don't mind getting dirty. Bring plenty of layers for fluctuating weathers. And if you have, or if you want to, bring hats, sunscreen, and sunglasses for outdoors. Our regular volunteers. So as I mentioned, our regular volunteers help lead volunteer groups. We would not be able to build without our group of committed volunteers. No experience is necessary to become a regular volunteer. We'll teach you everything you need to know. All we ask is that you're willing to come out at least 2 times per month to volunteer. As you get more comfortable, you'll help build our capacity by leading small groups of volunteers. We'll start you off by following another regular volunteer and then build you up to lead that small group. Work days for regular volunteers start at 7:15 a.m. They help get the site ready for other volunteers and get the day going. If you are interested, we do have a survey that you can fill out on our website that I'll show you later. I'll also be emailing you a link if you are interested in becoming a regular volunteer. So our past construction projects, we completed 6 homes in Imperial Beach, 6 homes in El Cajon, another 5 homes in El Cajon, and then 1 home off of Grossmont Avenue in El Cajon. Here is one of our latest past projects in Logan Heights. We completed 11 homes. We did this in 2 phases, completing the first set of homes, and then coming back to complete the next half of homes and finishing that up in December of 2020. Here's another one of our recent projects in Encinitas. We had 2 homes. We completed these 2 homes mostly using regular volunteers since it was during the time of the beginning of the pandemic, and with COVID restrictions, our regular volunteers really came up big for us and helped us complete these 2 homes to get the new homeowners in. And then our most recent project is in National City. We completed 6 homes down on Harding Avenue, and we will be having a housewarming at the end of the month for these 6 homeowners. As I mentioned, our upcoming project is in Escondido off of El Norte Parkway. We'll be creating 10 homes, 5 duplexes, and again, unfortunately, we will not have volunteers on this project due to grant timing and delays in building permits. But again, we are working on other ways to get you involved in construction opportunities. So our construction staff is Jamie. She is our new construction superintendent. You'll see her on neighborhood revitalization projects, which I'll go into more later. And then Rick is our senior construction superintendent. Our other construction staff is Illy. She is our assistant project manager. And then our other AmeriCorps member is Megan. She is our construction crew leader. Neighborhood revitalization. In our efforts focus on the improvement of entire communities around new habitat construction sites. They support families who already own their homes with the goal of preserving existing housing stock. This is achieved through 2 programs, our critical home repair and our exterior home repair. While critical home repair projects are typically subcontracted due to the high level of skills needed, Our exterior home repair projects are more volunteer friendly. You can expect tasks of fencing, landscaping, decking, trim repair, painting, and more. Underneath our neighborhood revitalization program, we have Vet Repair. Vet Repair is designed to help veterans thrive by creating healthier, safe home environments through critical repairs and projects. Military veterans make up about 13% of the population of San Diego County. We are a big military population here in San Diego County, and it's great to be able to help the veterans. Any veteran in San Diego County whose income qualifies is eligible for repairs. How do repair applicants qualify? They have to be a current homeowner. They also have to have a need for home repairs. They need to live in the communities NR is serving or be a qualifying veteran anywhere in the county through our vet repair program. They have to meet our income requirements, which is usually 80% below the average median income. The max income depends on the household size, and they have to be capable of making mortgage payments. They have to have a willingness to partner with San Diego Habitat. That means they're willing to put in sweat equity of at least 15 hours or a one-time contribution, financial contribution. They most importantly have to have a willingness to have volunteers work on the project. Our home repair on-site staff is Joe. Joe will be able to teach you anything you need to know for home repair, whether that is painting that day or building a fence. He can teach anyone what they need to know for NR. So the cost of building one of our homes is around $400,000. The average mortgage for a homeowner is about $250,000. So that's about a $150,000 gap that we need to fundraise for and build. And one of our greatest fundraisers is our Restores. The Restore is our discount home improvement centers. We have 3 locations, one in National City, one in Kearny Mesa, and one in Escondido, along with a storefront, online storefront. We accept new and gently used home goods and building materials and then sell them to fund our mission. There's a lot of great things in that store. If you are looking for any new home decor or home improvement projects, I highly recommend going in there and taking a look. Volunteer shifts at the Restores are Tuesdays through Saturdays. We have a morning shift from 8:30 to 12 p.m. and an afternoon shift from 12 to 4 p.m. Volunteer jobs you can expect are accepting and processing donations, moving and organizing inventory, and assisting customers. Like the construction site, we ask volunteers wear comfortable clothing that they don't mind getting dirty, closed-toe shoes, and then if you have work gloves, it's always great to bring those, and plenty of water for the day. If you can only volunteer for a couple hours, that is completely okay. Just sign up for whatever shift is closest to the time you'll be there, and then let the manager know how long you'll be able to stay. And then if you want to do a full day of volunteering at the Restore, feel free to sign up for both shifts. On your first day, you'll meet with the store manager and they'll give you a quick safety talk and a tour of the store and show you how to sign into our system, our volunteer hub system on site to record all of your hours. Our Restore managers are Grace in Escondido, Bridget in National City, and Omar in Kearny Mesa. And again, you'll check in with them on your first day and they'll give you a quick tour of the store and get you going with volunteering there. Youth involvement. The minimum age to volunteer on an active construction site is 16. Volunteers who are 16 or 17 years of age are not permitted to use power tools or work above 6 feet from the ground. The minimum age to volunteer at the Restore is 14. Volunteers who are 14 or 15 years of age must be accompanied by an adult or group chaperone, and they may not be able to unload goods from trucks. Volunteers who are 16 or 17 years of age are not permitted to use power tools or work 6 feet from the ground, like the construction site. We will be having other youth volunteer opportunities with our Playhouse program, which I'll be going in more detail next, I believe. Yep. Our Playhouse program. So our Playhouse program does 2 things. It engages sponsor groups in 4-hour assembly and paint projects with 8 to 10 people per playhouse. Once the completed playhouses are done, then they go to qualifying families or other nonprofits that serve children in the area. Opportunities to volunteer with the Playhouse. We have material prep, so prefab and prime. The Playhouse materials are at our website, or at our warehouse in Kearney Mesa. We are hoping to add some priming days soon, so more children can get involved, and the minimum age will probably be lower than 14 when we add those priming days. Workshop days are cutting and construction parts. The minimum age, since we are using power tools those days, is 18. We prep all of our material by using 2x4s and plywood in order to make these playhouses. So a lot of prep work goes into making all the individual parts. We will also have loading and organization days. This is the days before and after our Playhouse builds. So loading up all the materials we'll need for the builds, and then on the day after, putting back all the materials and organizing everything in the workshop. We also have volunteer opportunities as an event assistant. The event assistants assist staff to lead volunteer groups in constructing the playhouses. Build times and locations will vary depending on where we are hosting these Playhouse programs. Lately, we've been having a lot of Playhouse program build days at our office in Kearney Mesa, but the schedule and timing changes depending on the group. Training is needed to be a Playhouse assistant. We will schedule training based on interest. Working safely with volunteers. On the construction site, safety training begins at 8 a.m. with that welcome speech, so please be on time. At the Restore, as I mentioned, when you first volunteer, you'll check in with a staff member and they'll give you a quick safety talk and a tour of the store and show you where all the safety equipment is in the store. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Questions are always welcome, and it's always great to clarify anything you might have a question on. Always listen to your crew leader's instructions carefully. Make sure you understand how to use the tools before you start. And then please be mindful of your actions and those around you. The Restore and construction site can get very busy, so being mindful of others and safety is always important. And then lastly, safety before speed. We'd rather you take your time and be safe than try to rush through getting a project done. COVID safety. So we ask if you are sick, stay at home, wear a face covering while indoors, especially at the Restores. And then whenever possible, please keep 6 feet away, or physical distancing of 6 feet. Upon arrival, whether you're at the construction site, at a neighborhood revitalization site, or in the Restores, we will do a quick symptoms check. And we ask that all volunteers stagger their breaks throughout the day just to make sure we aren't having too much contact with each other. We do have hand washing stations at all of our sites for you to use throughout the day as well. Is that all we do? No, we also have other programs. We are advocates for affordable housing policy initiatives. We work to create a healthy housing market and affordable opportunities in every community in the US. San Diego Habitat works with other California affiliates to influence state-level housing policies. Our hashtag cost of home goals are to increase supply and preservation of affordable homes, equitably increase access to credit, optimize land use for affordable homes, and ensure access to and development of communities of opportunity. And if you are interested in becoming an advocate for affordable home ownership, we do have a mailing list that you can sign up for, and I will send that out to you when I send you an email stating that you've completed orientation. AmeriCorps. So I am an AmeriCorps member for San Diego Habitat, serving as a national member. AmeriCorps members do a service year. Members can participate in either direct service, which is the national program, and commit to a 10.5 month term, or they can be indirect or participate in the VISTA program, which is indirect service, working to build long-term capacity and commit to a full year term. The benefits of AmeriCorps is that you get hands-on work experience, a bi-weekly stipend, monthly rent housing stipend of at least $500, health benefits, and then at the end of your service year, you get an educational award of about $6,000 to go towards future schooling or to repay school loans. We usually have AmeriCorps members start at the beginning of August and they go throughout the year. I do not believe we have any AmeriCorps opportunities, but if you are interested, you can always click on the link below. Again, I'll email you these slides after I mark you down for complete orientation, and you can look into all the links attached to this presentation. To register to volunteer, as I'm sure all of you know, we use Volunteer Hub in order to register for this orientation. So Volunteer Hub is where we upload all of our volunteer opportunities. An email will go out to you once your attendance has been recorded, and then you will be able to view all the volunteer opportunities. Make sure you are logged in whenever you're using Volunteer Hub, as you need to have attending orientation credited towards your account in order to view construction opportunities. Be sure to add bo2@volunteerhub.com to your address book so our emails do not go to your spam. If you are interested in bringing a group, we have a link there. At this time, I'm gonna share my screen in order to take you to our Volunteer Hub and go through our website a little bit. So here is our Volunteer Hub. As you see, this is the first page you sign into. Your account is up here. And if you need to edit your profile, you can click on any of those. If you need to see how many hours you have completed with us, you can go to view hours and it will show you right here. If you need a letter for community service, you can always email me and I can write up a letter for you stating how many hours you have volunteered with us. And then you can click on Habitat for Humanity to go back to the home. If you would like to go to our San Diego Habitat website, you can click on this button here. If you'd like to donate, whether that's to the Restore or a monetary value, you can click this button. And then if you are part of a corporate group that would like to bring a group to volunteer, you can fill out the interest form here. And if you are a part of a civic, faith, military, or school group, the button to fill out a survey is here. And then lastly, if you are hoping to complete your court mandated volunteer service hours, click on this button right here and it will take you to an application to fill out all of your information. And then if you are looking for volunteer opportunities, you can filter through, say you are only open on Thursdays and you're hoping to get an afternoon or a morning shift in the Restore. You can save that and it'll filter everything out so you see all the available shifts. For Thursday morning, you can volunteer in the Escondido or National City. Say you sign up to volunteer, it'll ask how you want to sign up. So as a past volunteer and orientation attendee, then once you press next, it has you all signed up. To view all the days that you're signed up for, you can go to My Schedule, and it will show you as either a list or you can have it in a calendar view. And then if you are not able to attend your shift after all, you can just click on that shift and say cancel registration. Next. And then you're signed up for that shift. And that is about it for the website. It's very easy to use. If you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime and I'll help you with anything you need. Okay, let's go back to the slideshow. Volunteers are the lifeblood of San Diego Habitat. Without you, we would not be able to do our work towards our mission of creating affordable homeownership. My favorite part is working with the volunteers and homeowners and seeing you guys contribute your time, and all the effort you guys put into volunteering is really heartwarming and is my favorite part of this work. So in 2019, we had about 5,000 volunteers who served at the Restore, in the office, or at the construction site. They volunteered over 52,000 hours. In total, the value of all the volunteer hours is about $1.5 million. But the impact you guys make is much more than that. And we really do appreciate all the work that you guys do with us and for the community. So that it concludes our orientation. Please complete the quiz below, and once you complete that, please allow about 5 business days for me to update your account. I will send out email once I've updated your account with this slideshow attached to it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email is volunteerservices@sandiegohabitat.org. Again, thank you so much for attending. I hope you have a great rest of your day and hope to see you soon.